Now those are all on. One of the things that I did to make this easier to move around, I don't know if you can see that, but on the standard gears here, which you can change off to make, which you have to put the metric gears on if you want to do metric threading here, this comes set up with these gears, which are standard threads per inch gears as opposed to millimetric threads. And so this is the one that you would use here. If you want to use this scale, then you have to change these according to the diagrams right here, which you can see where it shows the various numbers here, and you have to replace these numbers, and it shows which things to engage, and that's all back here with these this gearing right here, and these big gears. These gears don't change. The smaller gears do. And then you have another gear here, which is actually sitting right here. And I'm going to put that one back on, and we will be ready to roll here and see if that lathe is going to work. I'll try to set this up here so that you can see while I assemble this. And this is the same principle here. You have a key slot right there, and that key is sitting right here. You probably can't see that on this one. I'm not going to be able to rotate it because now I have all those attached. I'm going to replace this as well too in a minute. So we're going to put this right here. We're going, and now I did not loosen any of these when I removed this because it was just a straight slide, and so I should be able to simply mesh those gears. There they go, and they're meshed. Now we're going to tap this on here. Now I don't really need to tap that if I just put this washer on here, but you do have to get them on far enough that you can actually start the washer. Now this one here we're going to have a little bit of trouble with because I've got a long handle. This is, by the way, another 5 here. Hopefully you can see this. This is a 5mm. Now you see everything turning here. It's a good idea to lock that down, and we'll turn it tightly. Now that shouldn't go anywhere. We're meshing here. And it's a good idea to put some grease on those. Use some non-slinging grease. Grease gets everywhere. And then we'll grab that 4 again, if I can find it where I put it. And then we'll tighten this down as well. And then I will put the, we will go ahead and put the case. See, now I've got this on there. You see that it meshed into those gears right up in there, right there, and we're going to tighten that screw right there, and then we will replace the cover so that it works, and we'll be ready to go. I will also, you see my tube here, and this is going to make sure I have my cap on there, and I'm going to, I need to fill this up here with this fill tube. I'll use a funnel with a tube on it similar to this one, and we'll stick it in there. And this of course has a sight glass which is located right there, and it's kind of unhandy here, but we will have to watch that sight glass to see when it is filled, and hopefully everything will work out good. You can see the sight glass here. Now, in looking at those inside, I've determined that those sight glasses are going to want to be completely filled almost. You're going to want more oil in there than the sight glass will show, because I don't know how fast those gears are going to be turning, but it's not going to splash it all that well, so I want them fairly well soaked. And since we're not going to have any trouble, you know, I can fill this almost clear up to this handle, and I shouldn't have any trouble. Those handles, I don't know if you saw the shafts on these handles. The shafts that went in there have O-rings on them. I did have to replace some of those O-rings. Some of them had been chopped. They're almost flattened out, and so they were not not all that great.